Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of CLUTCHNESS. Today we're going to be interviewing Dr. Bodie, a holistic wellness doctor, and she's going to be going through a well-put evaluation, and we're going to see what she's talking about. So let's get it.
He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in him? In the end zone, it is caught for the win! Up for the left! Oh, blocked by James!
So today we got Dr. Bodie, so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
So I'm here so you can give me a full evaluation, but first things first though, like I said, so the viewers know more so about yourself. So who are you, what you do, and give a little more insight on, your world.
Well, my name is Dr. Stephanie Bodie, and I'm an ND. That means I'm a doctor of naturopathic medicine. So I specialize in two modalities on root cause issues. So we look at mental, emotional, and physical, why the body is working a certain way, and how we can work it at an optimal way. So with nutrition response testing, we will use muscle testing to look at the whole body. We'll look at the autonomic nervous system, right and left brain, and all organs and glands, and then we will provide a bio-individual plan for someone to achieve optimal health. With emotion code, we're looking at trapped emotions that could be suppressing health or creating us to not have healthy emotional intelligence, and then we bring that back to balance.
Okay. Now, how long have you been doing this, practicing this?
I've been in practice in Alabama since around 2017.
Okay. So you're a vet at this.
I have some years under my belt.
Yeah. Okay. But hey, that's great to hear. Though.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for the evaluation because, like I said, things like this is just really piques my interest. So I just like to deep dive into your world and how you evaluate your patients, and just like I said, I just want to be one of them. So
Great.
I can go there today.
Go ahead and have a seat right here. So in this modality, we have 5 stressors that can create ill health in the body. We are looking at something that could be an immune challenge, a toxicity, chemical or heavy metal, scars, or food. So when I figure out what the stress is, I can look to supplementation that I've already well vetted. It's well-sourced, organic, homeopathics, or whole food vitamins, and we can create a plan that's based on your bio-individuality. Just because you and I have similar things that are wrong with us doesn't mean we want the same solution. Everyone wants a very specific program, and your program should change as your health changes. So as you come and see me and you're a better version of yourself and you're healthier, your plan should come alongside you.
Okay.
So, muscle testing. Let's figure out what that feels like to you.
Okay.
You're gonna put your arms straight up like this, and I'm gonna press towards the floor, and you're gonna press towards the ceiling. It is a light amount of pressure. We are not arm wrestling. So every time I press, you press.
Okay.
Perfect, just like that. Now I'll touch my finger in between your eyebrows one way, and then I'll flip it the other way. So I'm gonna use my hand, and we'll figure out what your lock feels like, and your unlock. Your lock, or your unlock. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
All right. We can also use your name. Say my name is, and say your first name.
My name is Miles.
Say my name is Stephanie.
My name is Stephanie.
It's a little lie detector test. So the first thing we're gonna look at is your autonomic nervous system. So you're gonna put your hand out straight like that. I'm gonna place my hand over your belly button. Can you guide me to where that is?
Right.
Perfect. So this is where we get to figure out what is causing stress in the body. And real quick, I will show you how your body can feel something by it being on or close to your body. So if I put something on or close to your body that your body could use, your body would have a certain number of energy or a certain frequency of energy. Go ahead and release your arm. So your arm would either lock or unlock based if you like it or you could use it. So we'll put something on or close to your body I feel that you would like. And then we'll put something on or close to your body I feel that you can't use. So this, your body says, hey, I really can't do anything with it. So if I put that out here, it's not close to your energetic body. It has to be close to your energetic body for your body to pick up the frequency. We use energy all the time that we can't quite see, right? I have a remote, go to my TV. I have a key fob that goes to my car. I have Wi-Fi all around me. I don't know what that energy looks like. I can't see it, but I can feel it and I can see how it makes something work, right? We also have energy that can make us work. So real quick, we will just figure out if there is a stress on the autonomic nervous system. And if I create that, it would be able to help your autonomic nervous system work more effectively.
So I have a question because, like I said, you've been, around since 2017 and stuff. What would you say is the most common stress, occurrence in people? I guess this is a good, determined by age and it's determined by, life experience. Like, what would you say is the most common stress that's brought on to somebody that you've seen in your experience?
Stress.
The
body's ability to handle stress. That's why I brought emotion code on, because our emotions affect how our body works. And if you are stressed out, it is going to affect your digestion. So that would be number 2. Being able to digest foods and absorb nutrients and minerals from those foods. If we are not able to digest and absorb the foods, then we will have things like an endocrine system that's not working. We won't have energy. We might start to see fatigue in the heart or any other organ or gland that is not working effectively. All right, so this is where we get to find what works for you and build your program. So both of these things do the job that I want them to do, but only one seemed to work for you. And this is how we build your bio-individual plan.
Really? And it's just so fascinating because, like I said, I've never heard, you go to a doctor or you just get checked and go get normal checkups and stuff like that. I just don't, this is not a normal everyday thing. And me personally, I would think this is something that you need to go into more to kind of, go in deeply to kind of see what's wrong with you and see how you can, change that, or how you can, cure, like you said, stress relievers or digestive system, like things in that nature. Like, I think this is the best thing about that. What I'm seeing so far is, bringing the best out of people, or can bring the best out of people.
And your body does have an innate sense to heal itself, giving the right support. But if you don't give it the right support, then it can't do its job effectively. I'm never asking the body to do something that it's not normally supposed to do. I'm there to come alongside it and say, hey, how can I get this body working effectively? How can we start to reverse the symptoms? Legally, I would never tell you to not take a medication. That's not my job. My job is to say, hey, how can we make this system work effectively? And then you can have a discussion with your medical professional about an exit from a medication or decreasing the dosage. So we're just coming alongside any type of other medical support that you're having, or any other support that you might be looking for to make your body work more effectively. I'm looking at why is it not working, not covering it up.
Okay. So what is next for as far as?
So we would build a program looking at all organs and glands, and then we would build a supplement schedule. So you would have a certain number of supplements. So we already have 2, knowing that they would work for you, and we would start to build that program. And then we would dose that program, saying you take 2 in the morning, 1 at night. Then you would be on that program for 2 weeks. You would come for a follow-up visit. We would do the whole evaluation over again, seeing at what percentage everything has changed, and then we would redose your program for your new stage of health. And then you would see me less and less as you got better and better. I want to work myself out of a job with my patients. Who says that, right? Yeah. I want you to need me less. I want to help you solve your problems, understand what your body needs. We would talk about bowel movements. We're going to talk about food. We talk about sleep. Can you fall asleep? Can you stay asleep? And we're going to figure out how you process stress and emotions, right? Because if maybe you don't even realize that that's not a healthy thing because that's how your family is, that's how your friends live. We want emotions to come in and out like water, not well up like a dam. right? You feel them, you understand why you felt them, and then you let them go.
So when you build this plan for your individual patient, because I know the name of the game is being consistent with it, and can you tell when somebody is, I guess, they don't follow it every single day, or they kind of
100%.
skip days and they come back to you and say,
I can tell when a woman is pregnant before she knows. I can tell when a girl's about to have her first menstrual cycle without her telling me, because I'm getting information from the body. Sometimes people come in and I say, hey, what's going on? Right? By the way that they are muscle testing, I can figure out something traumatic maybe has happened, or maybe they got really, really good news and they went on a vacation because everything is doing so well. So I can tell without them saying one word to me what is happening in their life and how their body is doing, and if they're telling the truth, if they've actually stayed on schedule.
Wow, okay. Because I just thought that was curious, because I know how this is like. So you got to be consistent. Like you said, you working them out of to where, hey, you don't really have to see me anymore because you put in the work.
And things happen, right? Sometimes there's an immune challenge that happens between the last time I saw you and where you are now. And then we would know that and be like, hey, I think you got a bug, or I think, we need more support, or maybe you went and ate a whole bunch of food you weren't supposed to, and we're not having great bowel movements, and we need additional support there. During election season, I can see people are really stressed out and need to stop watching the news because they need a lot of digestive support, because their stress is affecting their digestion.
And it seems like people being stressed out a lot these days. So they need to come to you. Absolutely. Okay.
Do you want to see what emotion codes feel like?
Sure.
Okay. We do emotion code here, and there's a really great book called The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And this just helps, I think, give an overview of why we would do something through the emotional state. So we have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. And our conscious mind feels so large because we do so much stuff in it, right? I drove a car today, I did math, I talked to other humans, it all feels very big. But the subconscious is like the man behind the curtain, right? Like in The Wizard of Oz. Every time we have an emotion and we don't have the time, the capability, or the want to handle it, your subconscious says, hey, I'm going to hold that for you. And you're like, awesome, great, see you later. It's like, no, come back and get it. And you're like, what, I can hear you. So this kind of lets us look in the subconscious and say, hey, is there anything in here that no longer serves a purpose, right? Is it getting activated in my current life? Sometimes I joke that we need to clean up the mean kid stuff from 8th grade to have a better work environment now, right? No one's talking about us at the water cooler, it just feels like they are. So through emotion code, we use muscle testing to find an emotion, and then we release it through a governing meridian.
So are you saying those negative things that you may have experienced, way back in your early life, or midlife or teenage years, they can carry on in your current stage you are now, and you might not even know?
Yes. So number one, it can affect our nervous system. We can be in fight or flight or sympathetic nervous system, right? We're only supposed to be in that 20% of the day, and some of us were stuck in it 80% of the day. We need to get someone in their parasympathetic, their rest and digest, for healing to actually happen. So this trains our nervous system to be able to stay in that parasympathetic a little longer and not get activated by our environment. Then we have emotions, right? So say that I have had self-doubt since I was 13. And every time I have insecurity, self-doubt, lack of control, I just keep piling in into the subconscious. So that makes it very big. That's the thing I get activated the most, right? I always doubt myself. I think I can't do it. It affects my business. It affects my relationship. So we start to release some of those things that no longer serve a purpose from our past. Then the next time that emotion comes up, I could work through it with more ease, right? It's not affecting my relationships. I'm able to communicate. I'm able to be more successful in my job and push myself and have the confidence that I can do something. So
I don't know any person that does not want that. So how does this emotional code work?
All right, so I'll have you go ahead and sit back, and I want you to close your eyes, drop your shoulders down towards your hips, and you're going to take 3 deep breaths, starting in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, I'm going to keep your eyes closed. Your arm is going to match my pressure, just like it did before. And we're going to look through the chart and find a trapped emotion. So we're going to look in column A, column B, odd number, even number, row 1, row 3. Is it crime, discouragement, rejection? Do we need to know more? Is it tied to a certain age? Is the age from 1 to 20, 1 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, age 15, 16, 17? Do we need to know more? No. So in no way, shape, or form do you need to know what this emotion is. We just know that it no longer serves a purpose. So now I'm going to release the emotion of rejection at age 17. So I'm going to swipe my hand over your head, your governing meridian, 3 to 5 times, and we'll take a deep breath. So releasing the trapped emotion of rejection at age 17. Does that feel okay?
Feels okay.
So generally you would feel warmness in the chest, a lightness in the shoulders. Sometimes there's an emotional release. It always feels better coming out than it did sitting in. And then throughout the next couple of days, you might be able to find you work through that emotion with more ease. Somebody might not activate you, or something that you were struggling with comes with more flow than it did before.
Okay.
So there's usually about 10 plus emotions that someone could release. So every session is 30 minutes, and it's just something that gets better, like nutrition response testing, over time. The more we do closer together, the easier it is for us to move through this world in a better way.
So I know, you alluded to a lot of things. So where can people go to, like, as far as when they get home, when they're not with you, and they're at home and they want to maybe practice some, at home exercise to kind of get over that stress? Like, what kind of things can they do to, get that same feeling, or get to that closest to that feeling as they can with themselves?
So always we would provide some type of supplementation to help with your body's ability to handle stress. Then I will teach someone nervous system regulations that they can do at home, provide them with videos and books. Somatic stretching is another one that I really like for people to release the emotional energy from the fascia. So our hips and our jaw can be quite tight, and that's where we carry a lot of emotional energy. And by doing some gentle stretching at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, we can reset that nervous system.
Really? Okay. So anybody can do it?
Anybody can do it.
Really? Okay then. Well, for one, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed just the evaluation that you gave me. I really enjoyed learning not more only about myself, but just things that I had trapped inside that I really didn't know that I had trapped inside that can help me with my digestive system and things like that. So I know where to find you, but I guess to the audience, where can they find you, and how can they get in contact with you and learn more about themselves?
Well, my office is in Vestavia Hills, so you can go to docbodie.com or docbodie on Instagram and schedule an appointment. We have nutrition response testing, emotion code, and a package where you can try both.
And don't worry, y'all, we're gonna have everything linked down below and everything, so it's gonna be really easy for you to find. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Clutchness. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.